What do YouTube? You know this Tua Tagovailoa, sweepstakes has been going on as far as the Miami Dolphins are concerned since the beginning of the 2019 season. Now, just been had comments over the last several months to a year, like the Miami Dolphins are tanking for Tua. The Miami Dolphins are tanking for Tua, and it drove me crazy as we went into the 2019 season, and then I started getting those same comments. Like I'm a very, very competitive person. Let me go ahead and say that first. I'm a very, very competitive person. So when I see the Miami Dolphins lose, I really get upset. When I lose in playing any type of sport, any type of game, I get very upset. So literally when the Miami Dolphins would lose by a big margin of points, for example, at the beginning of the season, like it was really, really bad. And then I will post up a video right after that and be like, you know what, bro? The Miami Dolphins, they're tanking for Tua. Like, that's what they're doing. I don't understand why you're still upset and mad about it. I don't understand why you're not upset. Like, I could not see the reason why some of the Miami Dolphins fan base, I'm not going to say all because there were some that would be like, this is ridiculous, are literally just all in on just wanting us to lose as many games as possible in the 2019 season just so we can get a quarterback, when I specifically said, not just me, but others have specifically said, we should not be invested in Tua the way that the media has perceptively said that we should be invested in Tua, because of the fact we don't know what's going to happen between the beginning of the 2019 season all the way up until the end. Which leads me into the Miami Dolphins 2020 NFL draft. 2 weeks away, if I'm not mistaken. We're very, very close getting to there. Tua Tagovailoa. My man's coming off of a hip injury, which we, like I said, one of those things where one of the things we feared. And for those ignorant Dolphins fans, yes, I say ignorant because they was killing me with that bull jive all throughout the 2019 season. There was not one video that I posted during the 2019 season where I did not see anything about Tua. There was not one. Literally not one. But let's go ahead and go over Tua real fast. 2019, he threw for 2,840 yards, 33 TDs, and 3 interceptions. Now, I want to mention he only got sacked 10 times. Keep that in your head for a second. Got sacked 10 times. He ended up leaving the game against Tennessee because of a high ankle sprain, And then he ended up getting injured in the Mississippi State game, where he ended up having the season-ending injury with a dislocated hip. And that ended up ending his season. And then that basically raises the question, where should Tua be drafted at? Now, I want to say this first. I'm not a Tua hater. I like Tua as a quarterback. The main thing that people are debating is the fact that his injury history is the problem. Now, looking at his injury history, March 2018 had a broken finger. October 2018 had a sprained knee. November 2018 had a quad injury. December 2018 another ankle injury. October 2019 another ankle injury, and obviously the most recent, the dislocated hip, November 2019. What can I say? When you look at the Miami Dolphins, and a wise man once said this. Well, he didn't once say it. He says it to me every day. One of my good friends, he's from the islands. He tells me all the time, DeVore, prevention is a lot better than cure. So when you look at the Miami Dolphins right now, the Miami Dolphins over the past 5 years have literally was in the bottom half of the league of sacks allowed and quarterback hits. Now go back to that statistic real fast as far as Tua only getting sacked 10 times in the 2019 season and only got sacked 13 times in the 2018 season. The Miami Dolphins literally are on average, if I'm not mistaken, over 50 sacks a year. Over the past 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Over 50 sacks. Can you imagine? And that's not even including the quarterback hits on top of that. Which I put a little bit of equation in there for you. No offensive line protection leads to the quarterback getting hit. Leads to quarterback injuries. I literally cannot break it down to you any more than that. And I've been saying this since last year. I can't break it down any more than that. Now, as we're drawing closer to the NFL draft, Tua, obviously he missed the NFL Combine, didn't participate in any drills. His pro day was canceled due to the coronavirus, of course, so he was unable to have a pro day. But there's also videos on the internet of him working out and stuff like that. Hey, you could do whatever you possibly can to improve your draft stock to make it look like that you're ready. But at the end of the day, he's not going into team facilities and actually seeing the team doctors to see if he's actually can be cleared to actually play. And again, at 5, the Miami Dolphins at number 5 in the NFL draft. Is that really a risk that you guys are willing to take? Everything that I just said. Is that really something that a risk that you're really willing to take? You know, I have a comparison. Let's bring up Andrew Luck, okay? Andrew Luck was drafted in the 2012 draft, had a record of 53-33 as far as an NFL quarterback. Those of y'all that are not familiar, he was drafted to take Peyton Manning's place, the great Peyton Manning for the Indianapolis Colts. Andrew Luck was another quarterback that had multiple of injuries. 2015, sprained shoulder. September 2015, sprained shoulder. November 2015, lacerated kidney, partially torn abdominal muscle. January 2016, torn cartilage in ribs. November 2016, concussion. January 2017, shoulder surgery. And then he was put on injury reserve in November 2017. And then going into the 2019 season, March, had a calf strain. I would say it was due to lack of offensive line protection, but Andrew Luck also didn't put himself out of harm's way when it came down to scrambling and getting extra yards. So I wouldn't say he did the best of taking care of himself as far as when he was on the field playing football. But a lot of y'all just have this mindset, hey, look, if the quarterback is mobile, we don't need to have a good offensive line. That is nonsense. I said this to you before. Having a good offensive line is a bonus. Being able to run is a bonus. And Tua is not that big of a runner anyway. 2017, he had 133 yards rushing in total throughout the whole season. 2018, 190. 2019, only had 17 yards rushing. So he's not a Michael Vick. He's not a Lamar Jackson. He's not a Russell Wilson. Now, I know I said a lot of negatives about Tua Tagovailoa, but I do, as far as a player prospect, obviously, yes, Tua is probably the most ready pro football quarterback in this year's draft. Great anticipatory thrower of the football and takes care of the football. That's not what I'm debating. We're just debating his injury history and the possibility of the fact that you put him in that Miami Dolphins offense the way that it is right now. It ain't looking too good. Ryan Fitzpatrick took a lot of hits. Josh Rosen took a lot of hits. Ryan Tannehill, he ain't here no more. He took a lot of hits. And you know what's really funny is the fact that I hear a majority of the Miami Dolphins fans literally want to sit back and say that Ryan Tannehill is injury prone, but don't say anything about Tua Tagovailoa. That's really funny to me. But again, man, the Miami Dolphins at number 5. Not really a fan of the whole drafting Tua at number 5. The media literally blows this out of proportion. Like, just kills me with the narrative. The Dolphins want him. The Dolphins want him. The Dolphins want him. The Dolphins want him. Again, man, if I didn't get through this most of y'all yet, I give up. I literally give up. We're just going to sit back and just push it. We're just going to wait until we get to the NFL draft. But let me know what you guys think. You know what it is. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. I'm up out of here.